explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to West Virginia. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know of it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Fafita. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Bringing it back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Green. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11.
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Arizona. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Quarterback on the keeper. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Olsen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, and that's where his offense will go to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Green. Going over the top. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And that's a backbreaker for this defense, Jesse. They were doing everything they could, trying to let that clock run out, force a field goal. They execute under 10 seconds left, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, how about the situational offense there too, though, David? Understanding the time and the clock and managing it absolutely perfectly. And now the decision, do you go for 2 and try to tie this thing up before you head into the locker room?
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's Green. Fears the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Singletary. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Slings it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Day for this young fella. 3 receiving.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. Looking to throw, it's Green. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Blake. Tackle made at the 9-yard line. After the catch, it'll be 1st and goal.
When you run those routes, those curl routes, just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line. And the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. First down.
Looking to throw. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
How about the day for this young fella. That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sets up the screen. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Lots of running room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Dropping back. It's Green. Pressure coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. On the run, still looking. And that's a live ball. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. It's Green. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Green. Throws for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quick release by the QB. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Back to throw, it's Green. He's going up top. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country. He's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Offside defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Green. Makes the grab, it's Blake. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the route is on. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they'll try to tack on 2. The snap sets up the throw. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense in a split backfield. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Throws to the wideout. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. He lets it fly. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Green. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. He's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no